collaborating with him, but I'm also acting for him in his directorial endeavor. And I don't know what else I'm capable of doing with Anurag because I absolutely adore the man. More than anything else, what I really think is wonderful is the company called Phantom. It doesn't only have a company that is formed on the basis of strong content and cinema, but it's the coming together of many minds and all directors, barring Madhu, who's really the business mind in Phantom. So Vikas Bell and Vikramaditya Motwani, Anurag Kashyap. I thought it would be really quite unusual to collaborate with so many different minds. And that is where this collaboration came out. Apart from the fact that what was really wonderful was the script that they brought to me. Script that was actually was going to be directed by Vinyl Matthews, who is an ad filmmaker par excellence, has done exemplary work in the ad world, and he had this labor of love written very strongly, and I fell in love with the script almost immediately. And casting a fresh new pair was the call that we all took, and that's why it has a fresh, unique casting of Siddharth Malhotra and Parineeti Chopra. Both of who are actually coming out of their comfort zone in this film in various ways, which we'll find out in our conversation. But first, I'd like to introduce you to this wonderful team, starting with Anurag. He needs no introduction. Fresh from Marrakesh and coordinating and meeting with the likes of Martin Scorsese. Anurag Kashyap is one of the big game players at Phantom, and we're very happy to collaborate with him and his team. Vikramaditya Motwani, whose two films have not only won the hearts of millions of people, but has also stamped him as one of the finest, most connoisseur filmmakers this country has, Vikramaditya Motwani. And now the one who actually endures both these men in different ways, Vikas Bell, a director in his own right, and his film Queen is set to set the screen ablaze very soon, is not only one of the business minds at Phantom, but also a strong creative energy. We're missing Madhu here, he's not here with us today, but he's the one who makes sure that these boys don't spend too much money. Of course, the debut director, Vinyl Matthew, who's done some outstanding work in the ad world. In fact, every time you hear Kuch Meetha Ho Jaye, you know that Vinyl is the one who added the sweetness to the campaign, and many other. He's also directed me, by the way. I have never given so many takes in my life as I did for Vinyl Matthew. I did remember sitting with a cup of coffee for about 45 takes, and so you know that his level of precision is something that I knew we would expect even on celluloid. And now to introduce you to the glorious team, the acting team of Hasee to Phasee. Both of them who, as I said, have come out of their comfort zone to express their love for each other on celluloid at various junctures of this film. We're going to start with Parineeti Chopra, ladies and gentlemen. This is, for everyone, her first film that is not a Yash Raj film, so that's why I said that it's something that she has stepped out of her comfort zone. And this is Siddharth Malhotra's second outing after Student of the Year. And to everybody besides, of course, the others. So Siddharth and Parineeti coupled together with the team are really the Hasee to Phasee that we really wanted to make. So we're happy to answer questions related to the film, and I'm really glad that all of you showed up in such large numbers to express your love for us and the cinema we make. Thank you very, very much.
Right on Siddharth and Parineeti for this role.
I think that was something that Vinyl should really answer. He's the director. I never take acting. When it's a director, I always leave it to the director to execute his vision. So he will answer why he wanted Siddharth and Parineeti. He's been put on the spot. Come on, Vinyl.
I think when he wrote the script, Parineeti was somebody who really fitted the character really well. So I was always very keen on her. It took some convincing, some chasing and stalking. And finally we managed to get on board. Student of the Year had just come out, and Karan introduced me to Siddharth. And I thought there was a very exciting possibility to kind of treat him in a very different way from what we had seen him in SODY. So that was the fun and the challenge for me to kind of see the character in Siddharth. And we needed somebody very who could be very earnest, who could be, of course, good looking, and also I thought there's a lot of acting I could push him to do in this film. So fortunately he agreed. There was a long interview. He interviewed me a lot, but finally he did consent, and after many nervous moments, we finally had the cast in place.
Hi, Karan. Hello, here, middle, center.
Hi.
Hi, Karan. My question is to you, and the question is that in all your interviews, recent interviews, you have been saying that you find it increasingly difficult to make a romantic movie, to make a love story. What was about this story that completely seduced you so that you lent your support to this film?
I actually find it very difficult to write a love story anymore. I think I've lost that innocence, which I had when I wrote Kuch Kuch Hota Hai or Kal Ho Na Ho. For some reason, I'm feeling my love scenes that I write seem very synthetic and artificial. So whenever I read a truly, organically, honest love story, it always moves me to make it. When I read Vinil's script that has been scripted by his friend Harsh as well, I was...
Where is Harsh? Harsh can come on, he's here.
I was completely bowled over by the quirkiness and yet the moving quality that the screenplay had. It was quirky, it was kind of off the cuff, yet it moved me towards the end. And that really happens, you know. The quirkiness was phantom, and the slight tear in the eye in the end was dharma. So I felt that eventually it was really a grand collaboration, and no better script could justify this combination of producers better than Hasee to Phasee.
Yes.
Have you ever thought to direct?
Hanji?
Have you ever thought to direct it even?
I wasn't given the option. I might have liked to, but it came with the director. And Vinil is somebody I had ironically worked with already. So I knew his craft, I knew his ability. And he was so attached to the material that there was no way that anybody else should have directed it but Vinil.